Hello and a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning in to our favorite news destination. You're watching In Your Interest with me, Kabir Naqvi. And on the segment tonight, the saffron storm that brews in Bengaluru as Karnataka's Congress government draws a red line around the RSS. The state cabinet made a move to clamp down on its activities in schools and public spaces. State Minister Priyank Kharge thunders about officers attending these events and bad-mouthing the Congress regime, invoking service rules to demand ironclad political neutrality. He has zeroed in on government officers allegedly moonlighting at RSS events and indulging in anti-government tirades that cross the line from cultural chat to political poison. Kharge argues that RSS, despite its denials, reeks of political leanings. He also claims that it has turned participation into a blatant violation of conduct norms. Now, what's the fallout, you may ask? Show cause notices already flying to implicated servants, with suspensions lurking like shadows if explanations fall flat. It's a crackdown that's got the administrative machinery buzzing and the political wires crossed. But what do the rule books really say? Whilst looking at the fine print, and it's a tale of two codes clashing like tectonic plates. The Central Civil Services Conduct Rules of 1964 under Rule 5 Subclause 1 have long forbidden government staff from affiliating with or assisting political parties or movements that dabble in the electoral dark arts. A broad brush meant to keep the bureaucracy's hands clean. Fast forward to 2024. Union government lifted the bar on RSS participation for central employees, explicitly deeming the organization a non-political entity focused on character building and cultural revival. Karnataka's own 2021 rules mirrors this rigidity in Rule 5 Subclause 1, slamming the door on officials cozying up to any political organization or movement, no exception spelled out for the saffron fold. And Kharge's gambit hinges on that grey zone of RSS using cultural camouflage for covert campaigning.
You are having a function outside your house. You seek permission from the local authorities.
Those are public
Similar,
places, not
yes.
government premises.
Public places and government premises. You seek permission, right? All we are saying is seek permission. Whether it's a government institution, aided institution, government grounds, gardens, public places, anything. You cannot march at your whims and fancies. You will not be allowed to brandish sticks and intimidate people with slogans. Karnataka State Civil Services Conduct Rules 2021. Very clearly it states you cannot participate in political organizations or organizations that have political affiliation. And that's all we are telling them to enforce. We have been little lax on it. That's why we are seeing a lot of government officials batting on behalf of RSS. That is not their job. They've been given a specific job within the government to ensure better governance is delivered to the people. If they want to preach religion, if they want to preach RSS philosophy, we will be more than happy to allow them for voluntary retirement and let them actually join the party. Let them join the association. Let them join the Sangh. We have no problems with that. But as long as you are taking salaries from the government of Karnataka, you have to follow the conduct rules of Karnataka government. As simple as that.
आरएसएस कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे, केवल संस्कार देने का काम करता है। बाकी काम स्वयं सेवक उन्हें उत्तर देता है, उनका काम में, उनका वाणी में उत्तर देता है। आरएसएस का काम राष्ट्र को भला करता है, समाज को भला करता है। उसको छोड़ेगा तो नुकसान किसको? देश को नुकसान होगा, राष्ट्र को नुकसान होगा। और राष्ट्र को नुकसान हो जाएगा तो किसको लाभ मिलेगा? राष्ट्रद्रोहियों को लाभ मिलेगा।
प्रियंक खरगे का मानसिक संतुलित वो तो बिगड़ गया है। His only credibility is the son of मल्लिकार्जुन खरगे। उसके ही जिला में भाग्यवती सुसाइड किया। क्यों किया? लाइब्रेरियन थी, 3 महीने से उसको पगार नहीं दिया। प्रियंक खरगे उसके बारे में सोचना चाहिए। He should not think about RSS. No one could do anything because Nehru ji tried. Indira Gandhi ji tried. If they cannot do anything for RSS, then how you can do?
Well, now this isn't Karnataka's solo act. It's a sequel in the endless Sarkar versus Sangh saga playing out across India's federal stage. Flashback to Tamil Nadu in 2021, where the DMK government swung the hammer, banning RSS shakhas on public premises and reining in activities to safeguard against communal sparks. A move that RSS slammed as stifling voluntary service. And cut to Kerala in 2023, where the LDF government barred RSS from Devaswam board temples and mounted a vigilance dragnet on staff with Sangh ties, enforcing neutrality with the zeal of a monsoon downpour. Elsewhere, bans in Rajasthan, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh that once choked RSS operations have all been lifted amid court rebukes and public policy pivots. So, is the Congress government teetering on a sticky wicket here? The centre's benevolent nod to RSS as non-political hangs like a sword over Karnataka's unilateral flex. BJP leaders are already baying for blood, accusing Kharge and Chief Minister Siddaramaiah of weaponizing bureaucracy to settle scores, turning service rules into selective shackles that ignore RSS's volunteer legions in disaster relief and education. Last year, the Madhya Pradesh High Court didn't hold back, torching an old ban as irrational and green-lighting RSS ties for social and cultural pursuits as long as politics stayed sidelined. But the big questions that we are asking tonight, and we've got an expert set of panelists with us, is the Congress government on a sticky wicket by taking a harder line than central rules now require? Does participating in RSS functions genuinely violate the spirit of neutrality? With me here on the broadcast, Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst. Very warm welcome to you. Satya Prakash, Vice Chairman and Spokesperson, KPCC. Many thanks. Always a pleasure to have you with us. Senior journalist Vijay Grover. Many thanks for taking out the time, sir. And Karan Verma, political analyst, also with us on the broadcast. So essentially, gentlemen, the Congress wants the Sangh out of the Sarkar over there. BJP deems it is the soul of the nation and nationalism. Mr. Kharge calls RSS unconstitutional. BJP calls it the backbone of Bharat. And can both be right? That's another question to ask. The centre has lifted the ban, but this state we're talking about again has reimposed it. Are we seeing a federal flashpoint? Neutrality or nationalism? What should be guiding our babus, India's bureaucracy and babus? Let's start with Congress first, Mr. Satya Prakash. For the BJP calls this particular move, Mr. Satya Prakash, a witch hunt and says that the RSS is cultural, it's not political. And I'm also asking another question because I was going through several social media posts. It says, when Rahul Gandhi, your own leader, comes and talks about saving the constitution, how does banning RSS and the events in schools align with freedom of association under Article 19 and several of those provisions that are out there? Let's get the snowball rolling. Mr. Satya Prakash.
Good evening, Kabir. RSS and BJP are peddling lies again. The RSS is not banned in Karnataka. Two things have happened. What are the two things? First thing is, all public places and all the institutions that belong to the government are places of neutrality. It doesn't belong to any religion. Every religion, it belongs to every citizen of, irrespective of which religion he belongs. So what the first thing is, neutrality of public places should be maintained. RSS, which is an organization which professes communal ideology and indoctrines communal ideology into the minds of young people, we have asked them, the public spaces, the government spaces, not to be given to such organizations. If any organization from Muslim hardline community or Christian hardline community also wants to come there, we will not allow. As clear as that, point number one. We are going to maintain the neutrality of those institutions. We are going to maintain the secular fabric or secular content of those institutions, point number one. Okay. Second thing is, we will not allow today what Mr. Priyank Kharge has written letter is, all the government employees who are servants of the government should not wear uniform, government uniform in the morning and wear Sangh uniform in the night, or wear Sangh uniform, Samavastra Ganavesha on RSS day or something, because they also, like the government institutions, the government employees too should maintain neutrality of religion, caste, creed, everything. And as per their service rules, Rule 5.1 of the Karnataka service rules, it clearly says no one should have any connection with any political party or organization which professes political ideology. Now let me come back to the Sangh. Doesn't Sangh, the RSS, work with the BJP? Doesn't RSS go and work on election duty? No, on election, this thing, go and work for the BJP? Don't BJP and Sangh. Sangh is ideological arm of BJP and BJP is a political arm of ideology. If you go and ask any small kid also, he will tell. We have seen the MLAs, the chief ministers, the ministers donning RSS uniform.
Okay.
And this is against neutrality is all Mr. Priyank Kharge is saying. We have not banned RSS. We have no right to ban RSS. Only the central government can ban RSS.
Yeah, we know, we understand. The order talks about regulating and reining in RSS activities. They say, Priyank Kharge said that take due permission. But, just a couple of days back, Priyank Kharge himself had spoken about banning RSS and now he's only softened his blow. He talks about regulating now. He says take permission, but God knows, will he ever allow any RSS event to take place? That's another thing altogether. Let's bring in other people also
RSS.
in this. Let's bring in other people, Mr. Satyaprakash. We heard your first few points. Mr. Verma, let me come to you very quickly. As a political analyst, where do you stand on this? The Congress's bureaucracy must remain apolitical. From what Mr. Satyaprakash was just telling us, it seems like the BJP and the RSS are intertwined. They are, of course, helping out each other. So, is it really apolitical? Where do you stand on this particular front? Government officers attending RSS shakhas, that's all right. But according to Priyank Kharge, to use the same platform to spew venom against the current dispensation, jo khud aapki salaries de rahe hain, is that a credible argument, according to you?
So Priyank Kharge is a habitual someone habitual of spewing venom. We remember that time. You would remember when it was said that Sanatan should be eradicated. Joseph Stalin said it. When Priyank Kharge was asked for a response on it, he said, yes, if something has not given people equality, that's what should be done. So we are talking about a man who comes from that background. And but
is there logic and rationale behind what he uttered today?
Yes, let me complete my viewpoint, then you can butt in. For Mr. Satyaprakash to say what is the political arm of what, let me tell you what's happening in Karnataka right now. PFI is banned. Its arm has been SDPI and Campus Front of India, which are very much active in Karnataka. And the Karnataka government today of the Congress party is the political arm of Campus Front of India and SDPI. Right from the time they came in power, every single principle, whether it was taking back the hijab ban by the Karnataka High Court, whether it was coming up with the anti-conversion law, whether it was a blanket reservation for Muslims in OBC, each and every single move, right from Anganwadi teachers, where Urdu was made mandatory for their appointment, every single move has been pointed towards appeasement. Now, what is shameful is, RSS has been invited in the past by Lal Bahadur Shastri, the Prime Minister, on 7th September 1965 for an all-party meeting. Golwalkar ji, you can check that, 7th September 1965. Pandit Nehru invited RSS for the Republic Day after the 1962 war, praising their efforts. So what are you talking here? It is an organization that has been talked about by B.R. Ambedkar to Mahatma Gandhi. Everyone has talked about their experiences of visiting the shakas. It is a social organization. Unlike you, who backs the SDPI and Campus Front of India. आपकी बातों में ना सत्य है, ना प्रकाश है. ना सत्य है आपकी बातों में, ना प्रकाश है. That is what the Congress in Karnataka unfortunately is reduced to.
Involved in Gandhi's murder. They belong to the RSS. You don't forget that also.
Don't talk. You'll have to apologize in court like Rahul Gandhi had to. You will have to apologize in court just as Rahul Gandhi had to. Don't show your ignorance here.
Keep Mahatma Gandhi's statue and fire on the father of the nation. This is the
Before we move on, we've got a senior journalist waiting on the other side. I need to go across to Mr. Vijay Grover. But before that, Mr. Verma, you did not essentially answer my question. You said I could butt in after you were through with your viewpoint. I'm saying government officers attending RSS shakhas, that's okay. But to use that platform to spew venom against the government, which is paying your salary, is that right or wrong is one question that I asked. That's it.
The freedom of speech. Look, RSS is a social organization. Every individual has a right to give an opinion on the current dispensation.
But there are services rules. There is a code of conduct at play. There is a code of conduct at play.
Freedom of speech under reasonable restrictions.
Mr. Grover. And, Professor Ragi, many thanks for patiently waiting. We will come to you next. Mr. Grover, let me come to you very quickly. Has neutrality become this moving goalpost now, sir? Shifting whichever party is in power, what precedent does this new tug of war set for us? Because does the Karnataka government have the legal footing to do something like that? Let's understand that there is a national order that is in place, but states are, free to, bring about their own laws. And why I'm essentially asking you this is because are we witnessing a politicization of bureaucracy or a bureaucratization of politics?
Well, see, Kabir, let me clarify over here. I have seen the RSS very closely from childhood because a lot of my family members have held positions in the RSS, and I have seen it right since school time. And let me tell you, the RSS of the pre-internet or the pre-social media era was far different from the RSS that we see today. Today, you have these social media supporters who do not care a damn about whether they're hurting somebody's sentiment or whether they are, triggering emotions or fanning communal violence. That is something. And let me tell you, the RSS that we've seen, or what we've seen growing up during my school time and the college time, my parents, father including, they were the first ones to help whenever there was a crisis, be it a flood or a famine or a rail accident and the thing. They were there. I'm talking of the 70s, 80s and that era. Yep. But today, what do we see? Today, we only see hate propaganda. We only see people using RSS name, to propagate or create that kind of. The BJP needs the RSS more than the RSS needs the BJP. That is one thing that I want to clear over here. And Karan Verma, let me tell you, this is one thing very clear over here. The RSS by itself, it's very unfortunate that in the 100th year of the RSS, we are talking like this about, the kind of communal tensions and this kind of a thing. This is an organization which is grown and it should have evolved the way it was expected to be evolved. But unfortunately, the offshoots of the RSS, be it the Bajrang Dal, be it the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, be it the Ram Sena and all these are the ones which have brought discredit to the RSS. And that's something which is very dangerous because today there is nobody who can control. And till such time, Sudarshanji was the Sarsang Chalak. Let me tell you, the kind of knowledge that he would share, the speech that he shared, that is something which I still remember and appreciate. But the online shakas, the kind of, the propagation that we have seen on the social media certainly has done more damage than it has done good for the RSS. That is something that we need to remember and understand. And if today Priyank Kharge or the Karnataka government are saying that the government rules should enforce that RSS activity cannot be carried out on government premises or by the government officials, it's very right because tomorrow you will have the SDPI, which is the Muslim organization. They will come out. You have the missionaries organizations. They will come out and say, okay, we want to do the same thing. Where does it end? It doesn't end anywhere. If the leader of the opposition of Karnataka was seen marching around trying to assert that is something he's taken oath under the constitution. He had no right to be doing it. This is something which is very important. When you take oath by constitution of secularism, India is still a secular country. Let's remember that. It's still not changed the constitution. Till it is secular, you need to maintain the secular tenets. And then we need to talk about
all in all, Mr. Grover, a dangerous precedent that this move has set, certainly. We also have Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst, with us on the broadcast. Sir, the Congress calls the RSS unconstitutional, BJP calls it cultural. Aap bataiye, where do you stand on that front? What is it really? Is it social, spiritual? Is it political? Critics say RSS and the states have merged completely, intertwined, joint at the hip. How do you respond, sir?
Kabir, first thing that all this goes to say that RSS is becoming a stronger and stronger with time. And that is why you find this kind of reaction from the Congress party. Second point, Mr. Nehru in the parliament had said that we will curse this organization and we will curse this kind of mindset. Syama Prasad Mukherjee had responded immediately to Nehru, Mr. Nehru, we will be crushing this, we will crush this crushing mentality. And you see where the Congress stands today and where the RSS stands today. Second point, I think Mr. Grover, as a journalist, I think he needs to be educated. And I'm saying it with all sense of seriousness that he needs to be educated because RSS
Sir,
is
he's
working.
saying his family members were office bearers in the RSS back in the
What are you
day.
saying here?
I think that
If he needs to be educated, then I think the entire nation again needs to take an education lesson, sir.
Allow
This
me.
is
allow me.
exactly
please,
the
please go on,
RSS
please
of
go on.
today.
Mr. Prakash,
Allow me.
let Professor Ragi have his time, please.
Allow me to say.
So you speak.
Why I am saying so that he needs to be educated. I damn care about whether his family was part of the RSS or not. He needs to be educated that RSS, Banvasi Kalyan Ashram, is working in 42,000 villages of the country. I don't think any organization in this country is working. More than 130,000 Ekal Viswavidyalaya is being run by the RSS and its affiliates. Mr. Govt needs to know this. Seva Bharati and Seva...
Sir, I will run out of time and we'll miss out on the topic of the debate. Professor Ragi, Mr. Grover, just a sec. Professor Ragi, we know what the RSS has done. We have ample facts for the entire country to see what good work the RSS has actually done. The question here is for office bearers, bureaucrats that are attending shakhas but also using that platform to spew venom against the government. Like Priyank Kharge says, I couldn't get an answer from Mr. Verma. I'll ask the same from you. जब गवर्नमेंट ही सैलरी दे रही है उसके खिलाफ बोलना जरूरी है उसी प्लेटफॉर्म पे. Priyank Kharge says resign, let go of that government job, attend the shakha and then do whatever you want to. What's wrong in Priyank? What's wrong with what he's saying is all I'm asking.
Priyank Kharge speaks bullshit every day.
Hey, come
And
on.
he doesn't need to be responded
Yeah,
to. on it.
Mr. Ragi, I think let's not use derogatory terms like that.
This is the language of RSS. Please don't use unparliamentary language.
Bullshit every day. One can say that the Congress party at moment is the political arm of George Soros.
Don't use derogatory language.
If somebody says that Congress is anti-national, will you accept it? Today say that
A little bit of a technical difficulty. We're losing that technical, connection with Professor Ragi. Mr. Grover, let me come to you next. Your rejoinder, then I'll go back to Mr. Verma and Satya Prakash.
See, the fact is, I very
No.
clearly
If
said
you don't allow me to, I will not.
I
won't be part of this discussion if you don't allow me to complete my
Sir, your connection dropped. Sir, your connection dropped.
I'm sorry,
Mr.
Kabir.
Mr. Ragi, your connection dropped. Listen to me. Listen to me. Mr. Ragi, listen to other people also. No, sometimes, Professor Ragi.
I will not listen to you. You didn't
Because your connection dropped. Everybody here can see. Mr. Verma, Mr. Satya Prakash, the entire viewership is seeing your connection dropped. Nobody is stifling your voice. Why would you even say that?
I won't allow you to do this. I won't allow you to
Okay, let's give 30 seconds to Professor Ragi, please. Professor Ragi, go on. Professor Ragi, go on. But 30 seconds, sir. And please don't use unparliamentary language, sir. Please, that's a request.
It's not unparliamentary. How is it unparliamentary?
Sir, I'm not going to utter that again, but just my request, don't use that. Use another adjective.
If Priyank Kharge every moment and every second day uses abusive language against the RSS, he needs to be rebutted in the same language. That fellow
What language did Priyank Kharge use? He never used
against Sanatan Dharma.
Mr. Prakash, hold on, I'm running out of time. Let him speak.
He needs to be reprimanded. Every moment he uses filthy language against. And what is the credibility of that man? Simply because he happens to be son of Mr. Kharge. Otherwise, what is the qualification of this man? What is the additional qualification of this man? Nothing. These all dynasts are really burdens on this nation. They don't have democratic values at all. And why they are saying,
Okay, all right. We'll go to Mr. Grover. Please, can we have Mr. Grover on the screens now?
Arm of George Soros.
Mr. Grover, can you hear us? Well, all right, Mr. Grover, we've dropped that line as well. See, that's exactly what happens when people speak out of turns. This is essentially the henku that we end up culminating back. All right, I've been told Mr. Grover is back with us. Mr. Grover, please, over to you.
Yeah. Sorry, I missed your question.
No, your rejoinder. You want to respond back to what Professor Ragi was telling.
The fact that I was drawing a line very clearly of the RSS that we've seen in the last 4 decades, which I remember, and the last few years, which the online social media has done. That is the damage, which is very unfortunate even to the RSS. And the offshoots of the RSS are the ones which are getting it the bad name today. We saw the Sri Ram Sena.
Yep.
We saw it, what BHP does, or what Bajrang does. That's something which needs to be
Mr. Grover, Sri Ram Sena is not the offshoot of the RSS. Mr. Grover, you need to know this.
In the
that
same
Sri Ram
breath,
Sena
it's
is not
entitled to
the
stop the
offshoot of
SDPI or the
RSS.
missionaries. What
You
is wrong in
understand this
that?
basic?
Let's, Mr. Kharge, you can have your points of view. But the fact is, what is logical and we need to accept it.
Okay.
Can I make a point?
All right. Mr. Verma, over to you. Mr.
So,
Verma,
you know,
what's your say?
Mr. Grover, and I have a lot of respect for him. In this debate, Mr. Satya Prakash had the audacity to say that RSS killed Gandhi, and you did not raise a voice. We need a departure from that meekness, Mr. Grover. Today's RSS raises a voice and calls a spade a spade. Why did you not rebut Mr. Satya Prakash when he said RSS killed Gandhi? क्या हो गया था तब आपको? आपके घर में इतने लोग गए वहां पर. Why did you not raise a voice and check this man here? It's the audacity to lie like this. Just like Priyank Kharge, he's uncouth, and on your panel he says that RSS killed Gandhi. Shame! How dare you say that? Mr. Rahul Gandhi has had to apologize for that. He's had to face legal challenges for that. And Mr. Satya Prakash walks away with this nonsense. And Mr. Grover keeps looking at him and gives us sermons. That is the problem with people like Mr. Grover. They do not speak up when they have to.
We all went to the RSS Shaka. My brother built RSS. In and around Pune is what Gopal Godse, another accused of Mahatma Gandhi,
This man has the audacity to say RSS killed Gandhi. Don't make a fool of yourself on national television. Na Satya hai na Prakash hai.
Savarkar doesn't belong to RSS.
Satya Prakash se dura aap jhoot aur andhakar pe hain.
RSS. You don't keep Savarkar's photo in RSS.
You are not even. Savarkar was called a great patriot by Indira Gandhi in 1981. You know nothing.
That's
you are
okay.
so ignorant.
I'm
It is
asking a simple
unbelievable.
question.
How have you brought him to on the panel? This ignorant man. He knows nothing about this topic.
Narayan Apte
I
and
can't believe that this man is
Savarkar
here
part
on the
of the
topic.
sun or no?
He is as ignorant as Priyank
Gopal
Kharge.
Godse
I
has
wonder
gone
who's
on
more
record and
ignorant.
said me, my brother and my whole family belongs to RSS.
Well,
This man is so ignorant, it is unbelievable.
yeah,
And
so
you are not
it's
even
about
fact-checking him.
ignorance, it's about rewriting and
No, it's not
re-understanding
rewriting.
our history.
This man is grossly ignorant.
Okay.
And you
So-
are not even checking him. He gets away with this nonsense that RSS killed Gandhi. He has some audacity to say this. He has some audacity to say this. You should be ashamed when you use that
Nonsense, both are the same term.
You should make him apologize.
I'll tell you what. I think I definitely need to educate myself up, and it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely good. Everybody should learn something new each day. I'm going to open up the books again and really get down to the bottom of this. And I think a lot has changed. Since 1980s and 1990s, we live in a world where Gen Z is toppling governments left, right and center. Take a look at what's happening in Peru very recently. So, of course, we could be ignorant. Sir, you might be ignorant. You need to brush up on yourselves. And we all need to collectively educate ourselves. But I'll tell you what, the bottom line here is that the only question that I set out to ask wasn't answered, apart from everybody telling each other what the actual history was. And that's a sad thing for all the viewers that are out there. And the social media aspect that Mr. Grover also highlighted and pointed out. This is not going to die anytime soon, needless to say. Another 2-3 days is what Priyank Kharge says that order is going to come out. How does it look like? How will the BJP now put its stance forth? How will the RSS react? And of course, how will the Congress party then defend its new order? We'll all have to wait and find out. But on that note, many thanks in any case for joining us. Professor Sangeet Ragi, always a pleasure to have you with us. Satya Prakash ji, many thanks. Vijay Grover, always a pleasure to have you. And Mr. Karan Verma, political analyst with us on the broadcast. That's all the time we have for you in your interest. Many thanks for watching.
एसोसिएट स्पॉन्सर बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा के संग त्योहार की उमंग।
इरेगुलर पीरियड्स एंड अनबेरेबल पेन, उसके लिए क्या करूं?
2 स्पून काफी है। ये प्रॉब्लम दूर करने के लिए लायन डेट सिरप, इसमें आयरन, फाइबर्स, विटामिन्स, किसी भी बीमारी से लड़ने की ताकत बहुत ज्यादा है। रोजाना 2 स्पून लायन डेट सिरप हल्के गर्म दूध में भी मिलाकर पी सकते हैं। लायन डेट सिरप रोजाना 2 स्पून।
नई गाड़ी लेनी पड़ेगी।
हमें भी
शोरूम खोलो जल्दी।
अंदर महंगा इंश्योरेंस बेचने की पूरी कोशिश हो सकती है, जबरदस्ती।
कौन करेगा जबरदस्ती? खोल दूंगा इधर।